Hi guys, welcome back to FOOTY with Wally. So let's talk about Kudus playing for Tottenham. So some minutes ago we saw, I mean for you it will be probably some hours ago because I will also need to edit this video, but like we saw Fabrizio Romano posting on Twitter that Tottenham signed Kudus for £55 million. And Fabrizio Romano also said Kudus only wanted Tottenham and he will now sign 6-year contract. Medical tests booked for Kudus in London on Thursday, then all signed as David, I'm sorry, I always butcher people's names, so I'm not going to try and pronounce it, but David reports. So now let's go into the analysis. Position. I can play in any position in the attack, like left wing, right wing, striker. In the midfield, also you can play as CM, AM. Kudus was named Europe's top dribbler across top 5 leagues in 2024, and I did not know this, but last week when I was scouting more, preparing this analysis, because like it was very clear that Tottenham would sign Kudus. I was scouting him, preparing the script of the video, my analysis, blah blah blah, and I saw this. I was like, I didn't know this. That's actually very interesting. Like his numbers in the Premier League are 25 goal contributions in 65 matches, which is not impressive, but like West Ham are not a team who score a lot of goals, so I understand that, and I'm like it makes sense. And also Kudus is not like a proper scorer, even though he played some games as a centre forward. He's not like a striker per se, someone who like is a specialist in finishing, and obviously the Premier League is very hard, so it makes sense he does not have that many goals. But I think playing for Tottenham, and I will talk about this when I give you guys my technical analysis, I'll say that I think he will produce more numbers playing for Tottenham, because Tottenham is naturally a way more offensive team. And as I already said, the deal was £55 million based on what Fabrizio Romano said, and West Ham was pressured to sell, like they needed to sell players because of PSR, which is, I always forget what it means. It's like profitable and sustainability rules or something like that. Basically they needed to sell players. So let's go into the technical analysis, and I will start with the good things. So dribbling, he has excellent close control, capable of waving through tight spaces, can break defensive lines, taking on defenders. As I showed you, or as I said, like very good dribbler. He literally won the top dribbler in 2024. So movement, good off the ball movements, running into the box or dropping deep. Like he's not a winger who only knows how to like give me the ball, I will try to dribble and cross, or like he's not a one trick. He can also go inside the area and finish his chances. So I think his movement is very good as well. So now what I think personally is his best quality is the insane versatility, like positions played: center forward, left wing, right wing, second striker, CM, attacking midfielder, like left midfielder, right midfielder. We can comfortably say he can play at least in 5 to 6 positions well, and that is very impressive. Obviously bigger the circle, more times he plays in that position. And obviously this map is regarding his whole career, not necessarily only for West Ham. So now you see his stats compared to other wingers within the 5 top European leagues. Yes. Like he scores 97 in successful take-ons, like compared to wingers, which is very impressive. He's not like being compared to strikers or to CMs or AMs. He's being compared to wingers who in theory should be very good at dribbling, and he is better than them, than most of them, almost all of them. He also has a decent shot creating actions. It's like he scores 54, which is not bad, because he usually likes to dribble and then finish his chances. Not like, as you can see, he does not have much assists. Like that is not 18 assists, it's 18 score in assists, which is not good, and he will need to improve this, and I'll talk about this when I talk about the areas for improvement later in the video. So not so many assists, not so many expected assists, but decent shot creation, insane dribble stats, good stats regarding aggressive carry, like getting the ball, carrying the ball to the attack, trying to dribble 1, 2, and then usually like for West Ham, he's been crossing a lot of balls, because let's be honest guys, West Ham are not a very good team, so he will usually like dribble 1, 2 and then cross, because the team is not so good offensively. We all know he is very good at dribbling because we have been seeing him, we have been watching him play, but he is also very good defensively. He helps a lot. Like he likes to finish his chances way more than assisting, which is something I already said, but he helps defensively, and I think, and that is my personal opinion, you can disagree in the comments if you want, he will be perfect for Thomas Frank Frank man-on-man marking, because at Brentford, Thomas Frank would most of the time, if he wanted to press high, he would do man-on-man. So I think Kudus will fit the system very, very, very well. Like, even though you don't see like good interceptions, like good score in regard interceptions, but like again, for a winger, for an attacker, he has good blocks, good Roju was one, and obviously the most important tackles. He has a very decent score regarding tackles as well. So guys, areas for improvement. I think passing, as I've already been saying throughout the video, needs to create more chances. He needs to not only cross, like dribble one or maybe two and then cross the ball. And sometimes I know he likes to finish his chances, but I think he needs, or he will need for Tottenham to create more chances, because he won't be like the final piece in the attacking system, if that makes sense. Because you need someone to create chances and then someone to finish most of the chances. And I think in this case will be Solanke. Solanke will finish the chances, and Kudus will be part of the system to feed Solanke. But let's see, I might be wrong, I don't know. Let's see. I'm not saying he won't score, because Mbomo scores a lot of goals for Brentford under Thomas Frank, but I think it will be very important for him to improve this attribute or this aspect in his game. And also decision making. Often chooses to finish his chances, pretend there is an S there, even when a pass is the best option. And obviously he played for West Ham, which again is not a good team in my opinion. He doesn't have so many people to support his football, to help him. I think at Tottenham, like Son, Solanke, even Brendan Johnson scored a lot of goals as well, Kulusevski, Madsen, he will have people to help him, people who are quality enough for him to be okay, I can pass the ball to him and he will score. I don't need to do everything alone. And something that in my opinion is his, at least until today, is his worst shortcoming, if I can say that, like which is his consistency. Sometimes he has just insane matches, but those matches are very like sporadical. It's not like so often. We don't see that Kudus so often. I think for Tottenham, he will have to play well week in and week out. It's not like, for example, one amazing game and then two bad games. I think it won't be enough for him to be in the start 11. I think Thomas Frank is very meritocratic, is that a word? In the sense that he will, but to play players who are playing well consistently, because he will give a lot of importance to the Premier League, not only to the Cups. So I almost forgot to tell you where I think he will play for Tottenham, and to give you that, I think he will most likely play on the right, like as a right winger or as an attacking midfielder. I don't think he will play as a centre forward, and I don't think he will play as left winger, but like it is an option. And I say this, I don't think he will play as centre forward for Tottenham, mostly because Solanke is the best option, is the priority, and then probably see Matistel or even Son playing there, like in a rotation, let's say. I think he will most likely be the starter as a right winger. And just a random comment, I'm very excited to watch Tottenham under Thomas Frank, because Thomas Frank is very good in my opinion, and I think it will be very good to watch. Like aesthetically speaking, I think that the team will be offensive, will be good to watch, but I think the team will also be competitive in matches where, like in very difficult matches, for example against Liverpool. I don't think under Thomas Frank Tottenham will be destroyed like against Liverpool. I think that won't happen. I imagine in the games where Tottenham are favourites, most likely the team will be very offensive, and in games against very, very, very good teams, I imagine something more adaptable, not necessarily defensive. I think adaptable is the perfect word for Thomas Frank. But that is it, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think Kudus is a good signing? Do you think it was expensive? Do you think that West Ham fans are right to be very angry? Do you think that he will thrive under Thomas Frank? Or no, you are pessimist and you think everything will go wrong? Regardless of what you think, leave in a comment, and don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends in case I have said anything useful. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.